Hi, I'm Tim. Welcome to Watchbox, and thanks for logging on. If you love this watch, email me, tmosso@thewatchbox.com. Your purchase and pricing email question line for buying this or any watch you see on any Watchbox platform. Reach out to me directly for pricing, tmosso@thewatchbox.com. Today, we're discussing a model launched in 2018, a regional exclusive. This is the IWC Portugieser Annual Calendar Middle Eastern Edition, the 5035-10. Stainless steel, the watch is 44.1 millimeters in diameter, 15.1 millimeters thickened from lug to lug, 52.4 millimeters with a 22 millimeter spacing between the lugs. A timepiece that was exclusive to IWC retailers in the Middle East. It has universal appeal and might even be considered ahead of its time in 2021, the year of the green dial. The timepiece wears well on my 16 centimeter circumference wrist, and you can see it is broad though, so I'm going to say you probably don't want to wear this watch on a wrist smaller than 15 centimeters circumference, one smaller than my wrist. It's reasonably slender for what it is. It's not super slim though, so you should be okay with a jacket, maybe not the tightest of dress cuffs. Taking one more look down the barrel, you can see it's out to the edge of my wrist, but it's not over, but I am pushing the limits there. Over the top, cuff shot one more time. Let's take a look at the hardware and the software. As you can see, this is an IWC factory strap in outstanding condition. This is just a little sticker on the bottom here. Don't worry about that. It is made in Italy, and it is made by Santoni, which is IWC's OEM strap provider. Super high-end leathers. They have a signature signal orange color that's only visible when the watch is off the wrist. For the most part, you get this lovely gloss brown alligator leather, large rectangular scale with sheer cut sides, monotone stitch, a little bit of bolstering to add some physical volume and body. The strap is in outstanding condition. The buckle features a combination of media blasting in its well internally, some polish of its steel, and then some satination of its steel. So this is a triple finished folding clasp. Satin, polish, and media blasting all in one component, providing you protection against accidentally dropping your watch while donning or removing it bedside. Now, the case. As the Portugieser has been since 1939, with the first reference 325, it is a very workmanlike case form. So form follows function. Lugs are blended into the case band, much like the other famous dress watch design of the period, the Patek Philippe 96, later known as the first Calatrava, though there was a huge disparity between the pocket watch powered IWC and the wristwatch powered Patek Philippe. In case line, they do have similarities. Likewise, on the dial, both feature small seconds, and historically the Portugieser, or Portuguese, depending on whether you want to speak German or English, it would have included a railroad track outboard for reading the minutes, vertically arrayed Arabic numerals, and then small seconds. Historically, small seconds would have been at 6 o'clock. For this model, the annual calendar, it is over at 9 o'clock. So you have two sunken registers with concentric patterns, one for your constant seconds, one for your power reserve indicator, 7 days. You have a annual calendar that needs to be reset only once a year, and that is during the jump from February to March. You see on this watch, I have set my birthday because I love green watches, and this watch makes me happy. The timepiece, of course, featuring rose gold accents on a sunburst metallic green base, designed to appeal to Middle Eastern customers for traditional religious reasons, but the imagery is broadly appealing, and I don't think, if I failed to tell you that this is a Middle East edition, I don't think you would have assumed it was regionally proximate. It is a very attractive watch with a panoply of colors, red, green, gold, and white, all on a dial that's beautifully balanced in a way a lot of Portugieser complications are not. Now you have a stop seconds function that will halt the seconds. And you also, in addition to stop seconds, you have a quick set system. So when you turn in the intermediate position, in a clockwise direction, you can change the day, and then you can quick set the date, which also drives the month, by turning in a counterclockwise direction. Rotated all over, you have an IWC manufacture movement, one of the world's largest automatic calibers, one of the latest developments of the historic caliber 5000 that came out in the year 2000. This here is the 52850, a manufacture movement that includes all of the upgrades to this series that were made in 2015, so you get a higher beat rate of 28,800 vibrations per hour, and instead of the original single mainspring barrel, which could cause the watch to run either too fast or too slow, depending on its state of wind, twin barrels underneath a skeletonized bridge give you the same 7-day power reserve, but there are no longer issues with the rate of the watch at the extremities of the power reserve. So the timepiece, 30 meters water resistant, is not an aquatic timepiece, but it does have a movement that could be described as a sports watch caliber, as it's fairly thick and quite robust. And again, this movement, over 38 millimeters in diameter, by itself is bigger than a Rolex Datejust. It is free sprung. It is adjusted in 5 positions like a chronometer. It has an overcoil hairspring that allows it to beat concentrically, or the hairspring breathes concentrically in any position for even timekeeping in any position. We have the historic IWC Albert Peloton designed pawl-based bidirectional winding system, but here the pawls are in ceramic and they're unlubricated, so you don't have the original dirt on the movement problem that arose from earlier versions of the Albert Peloton system. And of course, there is a lovely solid gold medallion inserted into the rotor with machine finishing that is nevertheless quite handsome, with satination, beveling, engine turning, and black polishing on all of the screws, with Côte de Genève circular across the bridges. Reach out to Team Mosso at thewatchbox.com for purchase and pricing details.